a lot of people report that they don't necessarily trust the videos that are of that caliber. I mean, there's something about the internet that people like the garage band tactics of production, if you will. Does that make sense? When I say garage band, I'm talking about like a rock and roll band.
If it's slick, they don't trust it because they think somebody's trying to pull something over on them. And if it's a real person, then they figure, oh, this guy's like me just trying to make a living and he's got something to offer. Whole nother tactic.
Absolutely. I think, people are almost sick of real TV, so to speak, and these $1 million pitch men and these, and that someone's up there telling you that this product is great because someone paid them to say that, right? And I think people's radar is pretty high to that stuff. They're sick of it. And so a lot of times a homemade video actually is appealing for its homemadeness.
And I think it's lowering our expectations of what we think everyone else expects of us. And that's the main point. People don't expect us to be high-end video gurus. And even though I have all of the high-end video production stuff from the green screen and the lights and do all the fancy stuff, I end up basically doing slideshow videos. Why? Because it's simple, it's to the point, it's easier and less nerve-wracking to make, and it's going to be just as informative, if not more, than a distracting other kind of video. So you need to make sure, of course, that your video fits whatever it is you're trying to get across. If you're trying to prove the fact that you're a great video guru, go at it. Have at it and do all the funky stuff. But if your business is dog food, they really don't care how many transitions and funky flying things you have going on through your video.
Absolutely. As a TV teacher, I'm going to give you some homework. And I know all students gripe about homework, right? I don't want homework, Miss Grula. But here's your homework. Watch TV. Now, who could argue with a teacher that gives assignments like that, right? Watch TV. But learn to watch TV with a new kind of critical eye and an awareness for how things are put together, and an awareness that television is not magic, that it's pretty much basic, and that most shows are really a whole lot easier than they look. I mean, what is the Oprah Winfrey Show but a few folks sitting on the couch chatting, talking? What is the Jay Leno Show? Same thing. What is the QVC network? A whole daggum network, mind you. It's people sitting there talking and showing their products. What is Emerald but a guy in the kitchen cooking and doing his thing and getting all excited, and people watch him? If you learn to watch TV kind of with a different perspective, it helps you learn video production, okay? Now, when you're going to make a video, the way I always do it, is I start with the end in mind, okay? You know how when you take those little puzzles that it's a maze and you're supposed to start at the start and figure out how to get to the end? Did you ever notice that if you started at the end and went back to the start, that it was a whole lot easier? There's not all those little tangents that you can get, lost on. Well, really, to do a video production, you should start kind of with the end product in mind. That doesn't mean you have to know every little thing that's going to go into it, not by any stretch of the imagination. So here's the kind of things you do have to think about, and that is, what's the purpose of this video? Okay? Who's the audience for this video? What does this audience already know? How do they feel about this subject already, And then as a result of watching the video, what do you want this audience to then think and feel?
Go ahead and talk about this in concrete terms. And I'm just going to throw this out because I have to do these things before I create a video. So let's say it's one of my video excerpts from the Marketing with Audio and Video show. I know as far as the purpose of the video, it's going to be to get across some type of practical, applicable tip or instructions about audio and video or marketing with it within that 5 or 6 minute clip. So that's my purpose. They've got to be able to leave being able to do something after they've watched. And as far as the audience goes, I know for me, these are entrepreneurs who are extremely busy. They want something quick, some information they can use right away. And they're people who most likely haven't done audio and video yet, or at least haven't moved into video. Now, what do they know? They probably know very little about the technical stuff, so I know I'm going to have to be extremely clear about that. And then what do you want them to know and feel? I want them, well, actually, when they come in to be a little bit confused, but when they leave, feel a lot relieved, like, I can do that. That's not so hard. So I think I know my audience. I think I know what they know and what they should know when they're done. So those are the kind of questions you're going to need to ask yourself about your own target market and the people that will probably be listening or watching to your video.
Well, that is all for this excerpt from the Marketing with Audio and Video show. Our guest has been Lorraine Grula of VideoProductionTips.com. And if you'd like to learn more about what to do with your audio and video once you create it, as well as neat ways to create it, then you can get 101 Things to Do with Audio and Video to promote your business. Just go to 101thingsaudiovideo.com and download the free 30-page excerpt. Of course, this show is brought to you by the Commercial Creation Center, personal assistance from me, plus simple software designed by me to help you create audio and video posted on the internet to promote your business. This is Penny Haynes signing off from Marketing with Audio and Video.